Mazel morons, welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I'm sitting here with a guy who had two loving parents, and I resent him completely for it. It's Ben Soffer.
And we are sitting here, what an absolute treat. A woman that needs no introduction, but I'll give her one anyways. The original bad girl of comedy, a movie star, a Broadway actress. What can't this woman do? It's Luenell. Luenell, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I got a mouthful of cheddar bunny in it right now. Because I had to have a snack. Because I don't maintain this voluptuous figure by not eating like 6-7 times a day. So,
amen.
I
Amen
love
to
that
that.
you and my son have similar snack choices.
I'm not really into the sweets. And then I just told, it's a bunny on the floor. I told him that I had ate that beet salad. What does he bring me? Fig Newtons. He's trying to kill me. Clearly, I need to get out of Shabbat soon. Somebody needs to invite me. I've been wanting to go all my life.
Have you not been to a Shabbat?
I've been invited to Shabbat.
Luenell, this is an open invite. Anytime you're in New York, I would love to have you for Shabbat. I would love to. All we do, we eat, we drink. I'll show you photos of me from last year where I weighed 70 pounds more than I do today.
What?
It'll be great. Yes,
You
Ozempic.
lost 70 pounds?
Ozempic. Ozempic. It's
He's
amazing.
on the big
I
O.
don't think we can do it on our own anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody
No.
needs help. If I lost 70 pounds, I would be like, well, I don't know. Let me ask you this. Okay, so I would love to lose like this and, a little bit of this. All right, without Ozempic, which clearly I think you're supposed to change your diet and work out. Was a good time for that. But when you lose, and I said, maybe I'll just stay fat because my fear is if you lose this weight, what happens to your skin? And it's not very sexy to have an apron hanging over your vajayjay when it could just be fat. And nobody cares about that.
Lunel, I know we met 5 minutes ago, but you want to see what happens when you lose it? You ready?
How much? Wait, did you lose weight?
Just
How much weight?
just 100 pounds. I'm over it.
100 pounds. Let me see.
You ready? You get a little scar like that.
Oh, you have the thing.
You better
see when you
believe it.
lose and you look great right there.
Thank you, dear.
When
And
you
for
lose
those
the
that
weight,
are only-
you got to have a surgery then.
And for those that are only listening that aren't watching, Josh just took off his pants.
It's got great abs. I'm very impressed.
I just
And that
showed
little
my upper
scarring, nothing.
pubic region to Lunel, but
Yeah.
other than
I
being
have a
wildly
way of bringing
inappropriate.
things out of people really quickly. That looks like my C-section scar, so I'm already good. They can just cut where they cut before.
Yeah, listen, it's like I've been hemmed by the tailor. It's a little
Josh,
body hem.
Josh, connect Luenell with Dr. Diamond, our new friend. We just had plastic surgeon to the stars on the podcast last week. And I'm just saying, if you ever needed anything, he's the guy. He's the guy.
Well,
If I could just lose the neck. Ladies that are listening out there, it's the neck. But I don't have the turkey neck. But I got the double chin.
Lunel, I don't see it, but I honor that we all have something
you don't
going
really
on.
see it?
I don't see it, dear. But the truth is, these things are easily fixable. But I will say about Ozempic, because you guys brought it up, I do have a story, and it's Kate Moss's sister, Lottie, hospitalized after Ozempic overdose causes seizure.
She wanted all of it off tonight. That's what she wanted. She wanted all of it off tonight.
First overdose in recorded Ozempic history. That's it.
Well.
She was probably shooting up between her toes.
I'm sorry.
my
I'm
God.
sorry. I'm sorry. This woman is just so stupid. What are you, crazy? Like, you get so nauseous from even like a third of the dose. Like, overdosing on Ozempic. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, honey, listen. There's a bigger thing in America than racism or sexism. It's weightism. That is the biggest thing. That is the biggest discrimination in America.
Say more.
Yes.
Say more about that.
It is. You can be the most talented person. You can be the most qualified person. But if you're the fattest person, they're going to go with the non-fat person who's less qualified. That's just, studies have just shown that.
And why do you think that is?
Because everybody wants to. There was a time when there wasn't a bunch of fucking fat people. Like when I was growing up, there wasn't a whole bunch of fat people like maybe your grandma and shit like that. But there wasn't a bunch of fat people because we didn't have as much fast food. We did have more homemakers. We were eating in the house. We weren't driving through Jack in the Box. and stuff like that. And then the additives that they put in the fast food. And, there's kids are growing up eating nuggets and eating, and so it's just through the osmosis of life that, we got fat people,
Right.
And then people really like to eat because the food is good. I mean, look at the fuck you sell this
Delicious.
shit.
Delicious.
You sell this shit. You sell this snacks.
Oh, I love it.
Can you see them? Can you see them, baby?
Yes, they
Show
look
the people.
gorgeous.
We're not going
They
to
look
get free
gorgeous.
product placement, but I agree. I mean, and I'm sober now 16 years, so my final frontier is basically food and the occasional romantic interlude with my wife. And I'm not sure there's anything better than a great meal.
And you got sober. Why? What were you on? Let's talk about that.
Oh, I was on everything but skates. I was going.
What about these kids and this fucking fentanyl?
Yeah, very
Is that the
popular.
most frightening shit? I'm like, why would you do it when it's clearly like a roulette game that nobody never wins?
Yeah.
Like, that's what killed Prince, They, I believe that it was a conspiracy. I believe that the record company had somebody switch the pills in his bottle, which has been said, but they won't investigate it. Because Prince would not take fentanyl, even though he has had hip surgeries and, jumping off of speakers and high heels for, 25 years, stuff like that. But, he's very into Jehovah's Witness faith, as per Larry Graham, turned him on to that. And I don't believe he would knowingly take fentanyl. So they took the pills, and then they switched him, and then he died in the elevator. There's kids dropping every day because they don't get the memo that, listen, the cocaine was good in the 70s in Studio 54, not so much no more. They're cutting it with fentanyl. When you know that, and when there's like zero survival rate, why would you still with it? Why?
Switch drugs. Why wouldn't you switch drugs?
Wouldn't you switch drugs? I just smoke weed and drink. That's all I do. Okay. Josh Swift gave me mushroom. I ate it. It was fun. Okay. So sue me.
Who gave you the mushroom?
Josh Wolf.
Josh Wolf,
Okay.
the comedian.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
Because
good.
Lunel, I'm with you. It's fun.
It's fun.
They're fun. They're
But
fun.
I don't like just eat mushrooms and go to the store. You can look at we go to the Beyonce concert. Go to the Beyonce concert, going to see U2 or the Sphere or something like that. You might want to eat a mushroom. Kick it up a bit. We're from the 70s.
But that's
You
what the
guys
kids
are
are
nuts.
doing.
I'd rather
The
take
kids-
mushrooms and go to Trader Joe's.
The kids today,
You clearly have a
Lunel.
personality.
The kids today, Lunel, are taking mushrooms and they're not even drinking. They're going to clubs. It's just mushrooms. That's their new
That's
drug
because
of choice.
these kids don't have drug etiquette, okay?
Yeah.
We have drug etiquette.
Right.
If you're going to Studio 54, yes, you probably have an 8-ball cocaine in your jacket pocket. Okay. But if you're going to a recital at the school for your kids, you're not supposed to be doing cocaine then. The drug of choice in L.A. for the soccer moms, what is it?
Adderall.
Adderall and wine.
Oh, ever tried it?
It's the breakfast.
Delicious.
Treat yourself. What a mix.
Delicious.
Oh, my
Can
God.
we
It's like
talk-
milk and cereal.
Can we talk about Studio 54? You brought it up a couple of times. Have you been?
Please.
Have you been?
No. I have
okay.
3 regrets in this life, and that's that I never got to meet Tupac.
He was from Oakland, right?
Well, he resided out there for a very long time.
Right.
I never got to meet Tupac, and I had another one, but the third one was that I never got a chance to go to Studio 54.
I've seen these documentaries. I don't know if you have too, Josh. Like, what a time it looks like was
Honey,
had there.
I still go to the building and just stand outside in New York and go,
Yeah.
I only wish.
You want
It looks so fun, and just like everybody since has been trying to recreate whatever magic was happening in there,
They
and they
can't.
just haven't.
I can't.
You're too young for Studio 54,
I was
right?
too young for Studio
Yeah.
54, but I still wanted to do it.
Right.
Hell, I was too young to do a lot of shit I was doing, but I'm just saying, you have Bianca Jagger, who comes in on a horse. You have Diana Ross that's kicking it with Drew Barrymore, that's kicking it with Andy Warhol, that's kicking it with Michael Jackson, that's kicking it with Robert De Niro, that's kicking it with Elizabeth Taylor, that's kicking it with what? They just don't have an array of mix like that no more. Plus, disco was one of the most amazing things when people talk shit and killed disco and killed my poor Bee Gees, which I loved. But disco is when people used to dance. When we were dancing, we weren't as fat either.
Right.
Now we just go
True.
watch people dance.
And you know who loved dancing? Richard Simmons, who Ben makes fun of me for loving. Luenell, you an RS
Dancing
person?
to the oldies.
It's the best.
Yeah,
Ben, you're late. You're fucking
By the way,
late.
I love Richard too. Justice for Richard.
R.I.P.
Justice for Richard.
Justice for Richard. It's the best day of my life.
Josh just had a bit of he had a real emotional attachment to Richard. I was
You
more
want to talk
just
about
curious.
foul play? I think there might have been a Luenell. We're gonna. Could you imagine the three of us doing our own cold case? Luenell on the scene.
Yeah.
It sells itself.
Okay, I'm all about it.
I like
That's
that.
why I watch Forensic Files.
Oh, do you?
And I watch First 48, and I watch crime, all of the crime shit. I watch so much crime shit that my husband used to think I was plotting to murder him. I could sleep the crime shit and wake up. Huh, who shot him? You know, I just love.
I
crime
love
shit.
that.
I
Because
love
it
a good
blows
episode
me-
of Law and Order.
It blows my mind how people can be so deranged as to do stuff and then they just go home and go to bed. I'm like, you just buried somebody, honey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Blows
Yeah.
my mind.
I don't know.
I love a good episode of Law and Order, specifically SVU. I don't know if you watch SVU.
I do.
But what is with we are obsessed with SVU, and this is not a happy show. This is quite the opposite
It's
of a happy
Mariska.
show.
It's the power of Mariska, right?
It's got to be her, and it's that theme song.
And it-
That
dun, 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 or whatever that- dun, dun.
And I like the little horn solo. Like,
They hit a good one when we created that show. They hit a good one.
oh,
They
Dick Wolf,
did.
killing it.
How
Shit.
rich do you think Dick Wolf is?
Okay, I was having this discussion on the podcast that I did previous to this one.
Mm.
And to me, this is my question. How much money do you fucking really need?
More.
Like if you make a couple $1 million, why do you need $50 million? And you ain't helping nobody, you ain't doing it. Why do you need 70? Why do you need $100 million? Why? In a person's life. Why do you need a 17-bedroom mansion? Why? Here come all your relatives. You can't tell nobody that they can't stay with you if you got 17 bedrooms. Biggie said it. More money, more problems. I only want a couple $1 million, and I can live the rest of my life. I'm already, there. But I want to be able to do stuff for my family, do stuff for my friends. I want to be able to buy what I want to buy, go where I want to go, and pay my bills and pay my taxes. If you're listening, IRS. So that's all I want to do. What else do you need all this money for with the greediest motherfuckers I've ever seen?
Dick Wolf, $1.2 billion, by the way.
Why? Why has he not been kidnapped? Back in the good old days, you would have kidnapped the motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, if you watch,
Let's do it.
if you watch that much verse 48, you must. Are you comfortable sharing what you think your perfect murder would be if you were to just pick up murder? You must have thought
Well,
about
I think that anytime you can dissolve the body,
it.
I
Creepy.
think that, I don't know, ask Scott Peterson.
Oh yes. Shout out Modesto.
That motherfucker.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by AG1. Folks, I literally was on a panel today, okay? I was on a panel because I do cool things like that. And I met the CEO of AG1. I walked up to her and I said verbatim, AG1 changed my life. And she said, why did AG1 change your life? And I said, AG1 changed my life because it gave me this sustained boost of energy throughout the day that I cannot explain. I can't explain it. It's not like coffee. It's completely different. You just only can understand it if you take it regularly. And the second thing that I told her was that it made me regular. And look, folks, it is what it is. It is what it is. When you take things like Ozempic, which I've been on, then you're going to be irregular and you need something to make you regular. And that is AG1. It's the most unbelievable habit that I have formed. Every single morning I wake up, I drink a full glass of water with my AG1. So I'm getting in my water early in the day. I'm getting rehydrated after a night's sleep. And I am taking just this unbelievable mixture of incredible vitamins that make me feel better throughout the entire day. So folks, if you want to support your digestion, reduce bloating, and keep regular, you need AG1. Okay? It just makes you feel better. It's made me feel better. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It has completely changed my life. So folks, to be like me, start with AG1 and notice the difference for yourself. It's a great first step to investing in your health, and that's why they've been a proud partner of mine for so long. Try AG1 and get a free bottle of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/goodguys. That's a $48 value free if you go to drinkag1.com/goodguys. Check it out.
I heard that is he up for parole?
I don't know, but I recently
They
heard.
shut it down?
Didn't he go golfing after he
You
killed
talk
his
about
wife?
somebody I can't stand that Scott Peterson, you bitch ass. It was Christmas time, you got a pregnant wife, you having a affair with Amber, and he denies the shit to this day. I fucking can't stand it.
Nuts. Yeah, there was a
I
Netflix
haven't
special.
seen that.
Yeah.
Wait. It's
hot
on
right
Netflix now, right?
Yes.
What do you do? Scott Peterson just put in Scott Peterson Netflix.
I gotta watch it.
I'll watch it today.
No,
I gotta
knowing
watch
you,
it.
Luenell,
Right
it's going to be on your welcome page. It's already going to be there waiting. What? Sorry, what were you saying, Ben?
Luenell, have you seen this new Mormon swingers documentary? Put that one on your list if you haven't.
Mormon swingers.
Yeah, have you heard about
yes.
it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Are they
It's about
swinging? I mean, I don't
Yes.
doubt it. First
Yeah.
of all,
one of them is swinging. The others are judging her for swinging. It's great TV.
Well, how do you know one from the other? They all dress the fucking same anyway. Is it really swinging, or are you just confused?
I don't know. They claim
The
to be
Mormon
swinging.
swingers. Write that shit down, Elisa. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
all
so.
over it.
Have we gotten down to Mormons yet? Because from what I can tell, they're pretty nice people who just don't drink Pepsi.
Or like black people. or like black people.
What do you mean?
Mormons don't like black people.
Oh, they don't?
Ooh.
No.
I'm
Okay.
done with Mormons.
Me too.
That's
Out.
it.
Cut them out. Done.
You don't see no
I had-
interracial marriages in the Mormon community, do you?
Wow. Wow.
I
Speaking
was going to say, I think people confuse Mormons and Amish, and I'm no longer defending them. They're done.
Well, there are black Mormons, but they're fucking weird. Now, my boy is having a problem right now. My boy from Sister Wives. Are you into Sister Wives?
I think
Ooh,
Ben
I
is.
think the whole shit is falling
I've seen
apart.
some episodes.
I think the whole
I've seen
shit's falling apart right now. Their bitches are tired of each other, and they're tired of his ass. And
could
that's
you be in a throuple, Luenell?
could I be in a throuple?
Yeah.
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah, take the weight off of me, honey. Listen, you cook tonight. I don't want to. I'm tired. Shit. You know. Yeah, I probably could. It sounds like a good idea to me.
Wow, that actually, the way you phrased it, it sounds
'cause
incredible.
You can share the responsibilities.
Yes.
And all that. You just have to be in a throuple with somebody that you're not madly in love with, so that the jealousy thing doesn't take you over. Be like, this is a good guy. He makes good money. He's a lot of fun. Yeah, I could share him.
But could you imagine?
Perhaps a personal assistant is a good person. That way they can also go get your your dry cleaning.
No, that
right?
didn't work
They can
out
do-
for Arnold Schwarzenegger neither, did it? No.
I just think I would feel bad if I got rejected by 2 women in one night and not just one.
Well, that could happen. That could happen. You know, we do gang up on y'all, and then, we plot. It's like having 2 fucking kids. They're going to plot against you.
It's a fact. How long you been married?
I'm not married anymore. I was married for a long time, and then my marriage was complicated. I got married in Vegas. Let's just start there. So,
Drive through?
no, but it was a
Elvis?
little jabble, like $249. You get a videotape.
Wow. Tell me more. Were you just in that moment, you were so overcome by romance, you said we must get married
I
now?
fell in love very quickly with a guy who fell in love with me very quickly, and we got married in 90 days.
Wow.
Clearly, you do not know everything you need to know about somebody in 90 days, but I think you can. But clearly, you can. So we had some issues and we separated and all that stuff. But actually, and I got a divorce about like 8 years ago, even though we'd been separated. I just went ahead and did the thing. But he just passed away about 2 months ago.
Wow.
And so,
Sorry.
but he was the love of my life, and it was lots of fun, and then it wasn't, and then it was again. So now I'm just free and single, and I've been sexting all weekend. Pew, pew, that's why I'm so fucking tired.
Do you sext? Is that a thing?
No, I mean, I had real sex with a real person, not in the DM.
This weekend.
Yes.
Good for you. Have a
I
glow
put a
about
picture
you.
on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram and see who I'm talking about. At Luenell, at Luenell. Nobody never sees me with men, so they freak out. So I posted this, and I got like 35,000.
Wow. Now you're
She's like, oh, well, let me see.
You're-
Like,
I can't see.
you're beautiful.
Oh, you.
Is it sexy?
Here, can I can hold it up.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
camera.
Is it sexy?
yeah.
Show me.
It's sexy. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna send
It's
myself
just my hand on a man's chest. That's-
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
She has
Gorgeous.
Her hand on what looks
Can you
like
see it? Could you see it for real? 'Cause he's
I could
so
only see. I could only see a glimpse.
the man is a Clydesdale. I can tell that. I mean, he's strapping. Good for you, Luenell.
Thank you.
Why not? We need
Very proud of that.
we need a fun rendezvous.
I'm just
Can
saying.
you, Josh? Maybe text me the photo in case I get bored later.
Yeah.
Speaking of sex, should we talk about Shannon Sharpe? Do we want to talk about him or no?
You know
Yes,
what? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm late to the party. I just found out about him, spanky, some girl and moaning and all this kind of stuff. I just found out about my girl. I haven't been on my DMs this morning. I was supposed to get a hotline about that. What was old Shannon up to? Please do share.
Tell us, Ben.
Apparently, Shannon Sharpe had sex on Instagram Live. And he came out like the next day and said, "Oh, I was hacked," and then came out and said, "Actually, I
Lying.
wasn't. I'm sorry."
Wow.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
could
yeah.
you see it or only hear it?
I think apparently, like you could, it was clapping cheeks. Like it was.
You could see it.
I think so. I'll read.
Well, how
I'm
do we
looking
do
at
it
a
now?
story.
How do we pull it? She's over there. Research team.
Here,
Please
I'll
pull up
I'll read the story. USA Today. After initially claiming he was hacked, Football Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe admitted Wednesday that he inadvertently live streamed only audio, of him having sex to his roughly 3.2 million followers on Instagram. Wow.
Wow. Unbelievable. Good for him. I think.
This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by KiwiCo. Folks, you know, celebrity chef here. Where did I learn how to chop like that? Well, I learned how to chop from my dad. My dad, caterer. You know, I grew up in the kitchen. He showed me how to chop, okay? Kids these days, they're not learning how to chop because they're watching TV. They're doing nothing. They're not going outside. They're not doing anything except for the KiwiCo kids. That's why the first time that I learned about KiwiCo, I had to get it for my nieces and nephews. 5 years old, 2 years old, another 2-year-old is turning too soon. Look, KiwiCo is fantastic. And if you go on their website, you can find these amazing crates. But I'm here to talk to you about their new clubs, folks, and specifically the KiwiCo Sprout, because this, for 3 to 6 year olds, got for my niece, it's absolutely fantastic. They have a camping adventure where you can set up your own tent, build a campfire, roast marshmallows and s'mores. It's amazing. She loves it. Highly recommend it because it's so fun. It's so fun. You're doing something interactive. It's fantastic, and it's a great way to spend time with your kids as opposed to throwing them in front of the TV. You don't want to do that. Absolutely don't. And your child can discover cool science and art concepts with fun hands-on projects delivered monthly. That's what it is. Once a month, you get these beautiful crates. They're so different. They're so fun. Keeps them engaged. And again, they're not in front of the TV. They are learning, folks. So tinker, crate, and innovate with KiwiCo. Get up to 50% off your first crate at KiwiCo.com. Promo code GOODGUYS. That's up to 50% off your first crate at KiwiCo.com. Promo code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by OpenPhone. One of the most common mistakes business owners like myself make is using their personal phone numbers for business. Oh my God. Everybody has my number. It's terrible. Honestly, I need to change it. But You can't be limited to just your cell phone and Notes app to get your work done. With OpenPhone, you can stay connected while AI features help keep your business on track. God, I love AI. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system made for modern business. They empower your business to succeed by streamlining client communication and fostering teamwork with a diverse set of features. OpenPhone works through an app on your phone or computer and integrates with HubSpot and hundreds of other systems. They use AI-powered call transcripts and summaries so you can have a summary of your phone call with action items right when you hang up. No more note-taking or forgotten to-dos. How cool is that? Unbelievable. This is what we need to be using AI for. Businesses love OpenPhone because it's easy to manage, collaborative, customizable, and flexible to meet all of your business needs. OpenPhone is rated the #1 business phone for customer satisfaction with over 1,700 reviews and voted best in usability, easiest setup, most implementable, and easiest admin. So folks, right now, OpenPhone is offering 20% off your first 6 months when you go to openphone.com/goodguys. That's openphone.com/goodguys for 20% off 6 months. That's openphone.com/goodguys. And if you have existing numbers with another service, OpenPhone will port them over at no extra charge.
Ooh, I'm going to do that on my live. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to say, I'm doing an imitation. And who am I? And I'm going to leave the screen.
Now,
I'm doing it.
As a straight woman, would it be hard for you to scream out Shannon in the middle of loving?
No, it wouldn't.
Shannon, Diane, you know?
Shannon. Oh, Shannon. No, it wouldn't be hard. I could do it. I always like that name. Anyway.
Right, like if I was sleeping with a beautiful girl and I was like, Marvin, you know, oh Dan, you know.
You talk about a pussy that would dry up quicker than the fucking desert of Las Vegas.
Right.
Marvin? Motherfucker, what the fuck are you talking about?
If there was a girl named Marvin, a man named Shannon.
No, girl named Marvin. You're clearly having homosexual
Well, there are
affair.
men.
Having a
Well, there are
homosexual
men
affair
named
behind my back.
Shannon.
Oh my God. No.
I know you're a big Prince fan. Do you know? I know you have it.
And Michael.
Unbelievable. So you've got the Prince tattoo on your hand that was attached to that beautiful Clydesdale of a man all weekend. Let's say it again for the people in the back. Do you know the story about? I think David Alan Grier told the story about Prince and someone in the walls of his hotel room. Have you heard this?
No.
It's something to the effect of one night Prince calls down to his security and it's like 2 a.m. and they go, "What's going on?" And he goes, "There's motherfuckers in the walls." And they go, "What?" He goes, "There's motherfuckers in the walls."
Who says this?
Prince.
Okay.
To his security. They come up, it's 2 a.m. They say Prince is wearing beautiful silk pajamas and like a silk sleeping hat. And he goes, "There's motherfuckers in the walls." They proceed to find out that a woman had lodged herself in the walls of his hotel room to try to get to Prince and was praying for Prince through the walls. So they actually rip down the wall, pull her out, and he goes, "I told you, motherfuckers."
Ooh.
I mean,
Did David Alan Grier told that story?
I believe so,
I
yeah.
can fact check that. I'll find that. That sounds wild and totally possible.
Yes.
They did the same thing with Elvis.
Right.
They were going down chimneys and going nuts and doing all kinds of things to get with Elvis.
Can we, as 2 Jewish men whose hero is Sacha Baron Cohen, can we ask a couple Borat questions?
Sure.
How did you get involved in that movie?
I auditioned just like anything else.
No way.
Yep. But I did suck his finger in the audition.
You did.
And I got that fucking part. Yep.
And was that improvised?
Yes, it was improvised. He was totally grossed out because he's a whole ass germaphobe. But I did it. Wow. And they cast me. And then I was off to Bucharest, Romania. I'm still traumatized. Look, I tried to watch Borat about 6 months ago myself. I'm in the movie, right? And I got about 10 minutes, and I said, I can't even do it. It's so hilariously uncomfortable, and it's so uncomfortable. It's so bad.
It's a masterpiece.
It is.
Like, really. It's a masterpiece. My favorite song is "Throw the Jew Down the Well." Throw the Jew down the well.
What about that shit he sang at the rodeo? They were so. Oh, honey, listen. I've never done anything like that before, and I don't think I have the nerve to do anything like that. Like that again. Total guerrilla filmmaking. We ain't had no permits. We ain't asked nobody shit, and you can't do a second take when you shoot like that. You have to like go to another place and like set up another family for the dinner and all that kind of stuff. You know, these were secessionist white people who had like Confederate flag hanging on the house. They never even had a black person on their porch. They had black people on their house. They had black people in the kitchen cooking. I asked to use the restroom. They didn't even look up and look at me. That's how. You know, it was traumatic. It was very crazy. You know, and I was scared. I was nervous. And our director, who was crazy as well, I was like, I don't want to do it. Because we're in a van. You know, did you ever see Bowfinger? Was it Bowfinger?
Yeah, Steve Martin.
Bowfinger. Yes. Yeah, right? And Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
I remember they was skeeting around shooting content.
Yeah, like stealing the shots.
That was us.
And I've heard like that Sasha like has a lawyer there like ready because he knows that these things like he needs to find escape routes.
86 arrests or so during the filming of Borat. That's what I was told. I'm in it, so you know. Don't forget, he prophetically took a dump in front of Trump Tower in the middle of the day. Talk about ahead of his time. You know what I mean?
And what did you observe about Sasha? Like, what was there anything like? What was his kind of I don't know, his special sauce?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. The one thing I did appreciate about him is like he didn't ask you to do more than what he would do. It wasn't like, let's get this black girl and make her run into the ocean, you know, and stuff like that, and make me feel like a fool. Everything that I did, he did something worse. You know, yeah. I had a milk machine hooked up to my titties. Yeah, you know, I did things. But him and Ken Davidian ran naked through a conference, you know?
Right.
So I couldn't really up that one, you know? And he was always very nice to me. He's very quiet, very, like, shy-like. But he doesn't have an embarrassment zone. Like, he will do anything. Even when him and Ken did the naked... running through the conference room thing, and him and Ken had to wrestle naked. You know, it wasn't the most appetizing scene to watch, and it was definitely not the most appetizing scene to do. And then when he finished, you know, he was wiping. He's like, I don't know why I wrote this for myself. I don't know why I wrote this for myself. And it was just, the whole shit is just, you know, the masterpiece of it is that it's so crazy that 25 people can see it and 25 people think different things. Nobody's like, yeah, we saw the same thing. You know, and what it really was about was the racism and sexism and classism that is exposed, and what people say when they think nobody's watching, which is crazy because there were clearly cameras and everybody signed a release.
Right.
So the drunk guys in the SUV, they signed a release. People were mad later. I'm gonna sue. Well, Borat is a fictitious character, honey, so you can't really sue him. And we have a release right here with your signature on it, so that's not gonna fly. I doubt that your lawyers are going to beat Sasha's and the film company, so
right.
That didn't go anywhere either.
And my favorite thing is when people find out that Borat in fact is Jewish. Like people don't assume that and don't realize that and don't realize how
How did the Jewish community feel about This is great for me, my black ass.
We love that movie. We loved it because we love him, and we know that he is. We're huge fans of comedy. We can laugh. We love laughing at ourselves. Self-deprecating is number one for sure. We're in on the joke.
He said the Jews have changed their forms. They're like little bugs, and they're creeping into the house to kill us. Oh my God!
It's unbelievable.
He's so funny, and he's only saying things that people would say, and by saying it and making it funny, it sort of moves it away. It's just
honey.
And what was it?
I loved it. We loved it.
Look, I remember watching this movie in North Hollywood with an audience late night full of Jews, Armenians, shout out Ken, like the true people that would appreciate this movie. I don't think I've heard bigger laughs for a film ever. I mean, the premiere must have been insane.
Oh God, the premiere. I don't even know if you can Google. I'm sure you can Google Borat premiere. You know, he had women. We're on Sunset. This is that fucking man's,
the Chinese theater.
Yes, and you know they had women pulling the cart and pulling the. You know they had. It was just so inappropriate. It was just.
I love it.
It was so maybe that's why I was there. You know, I'm pretty inappropriate myself, but. It was really something to do, and I do have feather in my hat because of that. It was also nominated for Academy Award, what people don't know, but we all know the Academy is made up of stodgy old people, and that is why comedies never win.
Right.
Academy Award.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous. Borat should have won. It was a phenomenon. People were dressed up like him and me for Halloween.
Wow.
I never have nobody dressed up like me for Halloween, but they were. You know, it was a tall tall white guy dressed like Sasha, short black girl with cowboy hat and stuff. And they went out for there was pictures.
I love it.
If I wouldn't get in trouble, I'd dress like you for Halloween this year. I would love
How
to.
could you do that?
You're gonna have to invest in some jewelry.
I don't know how.
Luenell is blinged out, my boy.
Yeah, you have to get a lot of fake jewelry and
a lot of fake jewelry, and I'll just wear a.
Is this a,
I'll wear
is that a Jewish piece?
I'm Luenell.
Right?
The Hamsa. Luenell's rocking the Hamsa.
Luenell, that is fantastic.
Listen, I got no problem with the Jewish community. What the fuck?
Clip that. Luenell has no problem with the Jewish community.
They don't fuck with me, and I don't fuck with them. Oh well.
We fuck with
as
you.
representatives. Of the Jewish
clearly,
WhatsApp.
If you're gonna work in Hollywood, honey, you better get your ass right with the Jews. I'm just saying.
We are good at it.
Y'all are kind of running shit around here, so
we could say no,
yes.
but we would be lying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to get ready before our final segment, we do something called Speakpipes, where we have
Speakpipes.
Yes.
Pipes?
Speakpipes.
Oh, my God. Have Shannon Sharpe on for that one.
We have people call in and ask for advice.
Okay.
And so we'll
Real
give...
callers?
Yeah, well, they leave a message.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have them, we'll play one or two, and then we'll get to our What Are You Nuts moment of the week. Here's
God. Okay.
Here's from Lindsay.
Wow.
Hey, good guys. Big moron here. My name is Lindsay, and I am a sports and news reporter and producer that lives in the Central Coast of California. And my question for y'all is, you know, being in this industry, you can be on 3 different shifts. You can be on morning side, which is about 3:30.
You know what? This is the wrong one. Here, let's do a different one.
She was already confusing me. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a lot of information.
I think this is
much.
the one.
Too much.
She got X'd out.
This is from Kenzie.
Okay.
Hey, good guys. Major moron here. Today I'm looking for a little advice from my best friend who's engaged in a situation that's all wrong. For reference, he's 32, she's 24. They met on Hinge, and on their first date, he told her he was divorced and that he has a 3-year-old daughter. To find out a few days later, he's only separated. Flash forward 7 months of dating, and finally, his divorce is finalized. And just weeks later, what does he do? He proposes to my best friend, and she says yes. Now, he's been lying to the ex-wife the entire time about this. She doesn't even know she exists. And despite me telling my friend why I feel this is suspicious and wrong, she carries on with the engagement anyways, and they move in together. Finally, now that they're living together, he had the balls to tell the ex-wife that he has a girlfriend and that they moved in together. Lo and behold, she's freaking out just like he said she would, because he's been lying to her for the past 7 months and brought my friend around his daughter twice. Yes, you heard that right. Engaged and met the daughter only twice. Anyways, he's still lying to the ex-wife about their situation because he still hasn't even told her that they're engaged. And his mother is okay with lying to the ex-wife as well. Kind of suspicious if you ask me. Anyways, good guys, what do you think I should do? Should I warn my friend before she makes a mistake, or is it none of my fucking business? Let me know.
None of
Love
your
you guys.
fucking business.
Mind
None of your
motherfucking
business.
Listen.
Amen.
Okay,
Amen.
I'm riding. This is my guy. This is my fucking guy.
Amen.
Number one, mind your fucking
Amen.
business, because you know you're gonna get caught up in some shit. That's why even if I see a guy cheating on like one of my friends, I don't say nothing, because you can tell them next thing you know they're back together and they done kicked you to the curb. Mind your fucking business.
Yes.
Number one. Number
Yes.
two, he don't owe his fucking ex-wife no explanations about a goddamn thing about he does with his life. She too involved with their life. You the ex-wife. Now I know you got a kid, and we do get very touchy about who you bring our kids around. But, you know, it looks like too late for me. Girl, you better stay out of that. Stay out of that one. And just watch the back and watch the outfall.
Wow.
Retweet. That's exactly what I was going to say. Phenomenal take. And honestly, I've never understood this. If you're separated, it's the same thing. You're not together. You can't date when you're separated. That's the equivalent of being broken
That's right.
up.
But, you know.
You're not together.
Okay, but he
Not
said
together.
he was divorced, but he was not divorced. He was separated.
This guy's a
Then she made
piece
the
of shit.
decision to go ahead and fuck with a separated guy. Who was separated, people couldn't always get back together.
Right.
Yes.
And also, he
understood.
brought his kid around within 90 days, which is bugged out while he's still married to that kid's mother, technically. And he just, I don't know.
I do believe the friend has reason to be suspicious. The guy is totally sus.
Yeah.
But, you know, mind your business, girl. Sit
Mind your
back and watch the
business.
shit. I know she didn't want to see her friend get fucked over, but that's her decision.
Yeah.
So mind your business.
Yes.
We say mind your business.
Mind your business, please.
Mind your business.
Should we get to what do you nuts, Ben?
Yeah, so Luenell, we close the show with it's called What Are You Nuts? People, places, and things, gripes with humanity. You're walking down the street and you're like, what are you fucking nuts, lady? That's the idea of the segment. So we can go first. If you have one, fire away.
You guys
Whatever.
go first. Because I have
Okay.
lots, so
So-
let me just narrow this shit down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, my What Are You Nuts is the pet care industry at large.
Wow.
Okay,
I was gonna go
this is a What Are You Nuts? Dog lover, dog owner, love the most. Everybody knows that. That said, my young pup, 9 months old, had a little bit of diarrhea. Took him in, took a stool sample. Guess how much the stool sample, and they took blood, stool sample and blood, just because he had diarrhea. Guess what my bill was?
How much?
800.
17.
$975.
Ouch.
Like, what are you nuts that he has diarrhea? He has diarrhea. He's a
Give
small
the dog a
dog.
cracker and
He's fine. Give him a banana. Stuff him up. No problem. I don't need this. It's crazy. It's a money grab because we love our pets. But the insurance, it just doesn't make sense. It's all a crock of shit. I'm
Do
out.
you know how many dogs go to the vet here in LA because they've overdosed on edibles?
Oh, I believe
Our
it.
dog has
Oh my
gone.
God.
Our dog has gone 3 times.
It happened to my
And
friend's
it all
dad.
happened with me. My daughter was incensed.
Yes.
Incensed. Yeah, that's yeah. You know, I'm not real big on the. If I say this isn't a popular thought, but I'm not real big on the pick up the shit thing. I mean, when we were growing up and we had no bottled water,
God.
remember?
Mm-hmm.
If the dog shit
Oh
in
my
the yard,
God.
there's just some shit in the yard. Now, if you have a Great Dane, I don't f with dogs whose shit is as big as mine. Hello, I'm scared of that. We have little dog, little poop. If my dog drops a fucking poop on your fucking AstroTurf,
Yes.
and it's like this, Bitch, get over it. It's going to dissolve. It'll be gone in 2 days. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not taking these well manicured nails, and the only thing between my hand and a hot steaming pile of dog shit is a Ziploc bag. Well, now who gonna throw up the throw up when I fucking barf after doing that? I don't do it. Sorry, call the police.
Josh, connect me and Luenell after this episode. We are one and the same. I'm not picking up my dog shit anymore. You said it first. I'm saying it second. I'm done.
All right, well,
it's somebody else's
Oh
problem.
my God, it's my fucking twin.
And third, I'm calling the HOA because this is unacceptable, and you're both out of the homeowners association.
I hate my HOA.
Lunel, I can believe it.
They're picking on me, and stop creeping around my fucking house.
Does it have anything to do with the dog shit?
No, it doesn't. No, I don't even have a dog. My daughter's a dog.
Wait, you're getting this passionate about a figurative dog?
I don't have a dog. My daughter has a dog, but it's my grandpup. What are you talking about?
Fair enough.
Okay, what else?
Oh my God,
What else?
so good.
I'm gonna tell you something that this is really crazy.
Okay.
To me. So I'm on Melrose and like Robertson, okay? I'm at a red light. I got my top down. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. I'm cranking up to Michael Jackson, another part of me, something like that, beat it, whatever. What makes me go, what the fuck, is when the ethnic people, black and brown people, are walking across the street. They'll look where the music's coming from and give you like a thumbs up, like, hey, have a nice day. The white people are just on their phone like, you don't fucking hear Michael Jackson. What the fuck? What is it? Are you ignoring me? Are you so in tune that you don't hear this loud-ass Michael Jackson? Do you not like, you're doing it on purpose. You got to be, because who wouldn't look and see where's the Michael Jackson music coming from? You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
I would.
Okay.
They're nuts.
It's the people who are
Nuts.
not doing it that's fucking nuts.
Yes,
Nuts.
I don't get it.
I would feel extra white looking at you while you're bumping Beat It and
Why?
going...
No, well,
It does. It feels like a token white guy would be like,
I would
great
have done that
music.
back to you. Like, yes. And then I'd have laughed like, this is white boy. But,
I'd be like, do you like the Delphonics?
Little head nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't like it. I'm like, you know you hear the fucking music, you know it's Michael Jackson, he's universal. How can you not be, like, how can that not make your day happier, assholes? I don't like it.
What are you nuts?
Asshole.
Well, my what are you nuts is I recently went into Trader Joe's, and I don't think anyone does fall season like Trader Joe's. They're putting pumpkin in everything. Oh, yeah. Perhaps places pumpkin don't belong.
Okay.
I don't need soap with pumpkin.
soap?
I don't
think
need
the enzymes are good for your skin, boo.
maybe for the face, but the hand soap. Now I got the pumpkin in my. I just think we need to find some new fall flavors. What is it? It's apples and pumpkin.
Well, we also need a Thanksgiving song because we don't have one.
Yes. What are you
And we go
nuts?
straight
we
from
do.
Halloween to Christmas. That's a what the
Yes.
Halloween doesn't have, no, Thanksgiving doesn't have awesome decorations. They're really just leftover Halloween decorations.
Yes.
Okay? Thanksgiving does not have a song.
So
Mariah
true.
is the queen of Christmas. She got Christmas. Thanksgiving doesn't have a song. You would think by now, all these artists, nobody want to make $1 billion? Make a Thanksgiving song that cracks, that bumps, and then everybody live happily ever after. We don't have a Thanksgiving song.
How? I mean, you're gonna
What
talk.
do the Jews sing at Thanksgiving?
We go like the pilgrims
Throw the
showed
Jew
up.
down the well.
I'm telling you.
What do we sing at Thanksgiving? We don't sing. We eat.
See, that's what
We
I'm
give thank-
talking about.
You know what the Jews do at Christmas?
What?
We eat Chinese food and go to the movies.
Oh, I heard that.
It's
I heard
fun.
that. What is
We do.
that?
You
you could
true.
join us for that too.
Or
Never.
Atlantic City. If you pull into Atlantic City and look at the blackjack tables on Christmas, it is 100% Jews.
Okay, yeah, the Chinese food movie thing cracks me up. I have heard about that. I do go to Cantor's, okay?
Cute.
I do, if I get sick, I do grab me some chicken muscle ball soup. I do that.
Lunel.
And I do have a
Delish.
box of matzah mix at my house to try to make my own matzah balls.
Oh my
And
God. This is an ally.
I also go to the place, Greenblatt's.
It's gone.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did. It's gone. It's a travesty.
Yes.
Because I used to get my deviled eggs there and my pickles and my sandwiches all day because the Comedy Store is next door. I mean, the Laugh Factory is next door.
This isn't this
I just
ally
have some of the Jewish
queen.
men. Jewish men don't like black girls.
Don't put that.
Not
don't
true.
perpetrate that
Not
rumor.
true.
That's nuts.
Not
Yes,
true.
sir. Ain't
No.
nobody hollered at me from the Jewish.
All I know is Jewish
I
men
love
historically
you.
marry their mothers, and you remind me a lot of a Jewish mother.
I think that Jewish mothers, Italian mothers, and black mothers all sort of the same.
They have a similar swag.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. We all hate white Christians. That's what it is.
Ben, take us home. Wait,
Luenell,
let's-
this is
Sorry,
go.
Luenell, before we go, anything you want to plug? Your amazing new special on Netflix, your residency in Vegas. Tell us everything.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank y'all for even having me here. I had no clue that you, I was even on your radar. I'm very, very excited.
Oh.
I want to tell the people out there in the listening audience, if you want to really put the name and the face to this very deep and sultry voice, you can follow me on Instagram at Luenell at LUENELL. Yes, I'm currently the only female with a continuous comedy residency in Las Vegas. I work at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club every Sunday and Monday night at 9:30 until the end of time. We're working right now on trying to get me to be the next black female on late night television, as late night TV is like a fucking snowstorm. White man, white man, white man, white man, white man, white man, but there's no diversity.
Yeah.
So I want to try to diverse that. I'm really very excited that Jimmy and David Letterman are both on board with me having that, and so we're working on that. I'm currently on Hacks, the HBO Max show starring Gene Smart. I love Hacks.
Love it.
We're going into season
love that
4,
show.
and it's an amazing show. Sidebar, for those of you who watch Hacks, do you know about Hacks?
I love hacks.
Okay,
I love
did
Hacks.
you know
Watch it,
that
every episode.
Hannah, the one who plays the writer, the writer, did you know that Hannah is the daughter of Lorraine Newman from Saturday Night Live original cast?
Amazing.
Did you know that?
I did not
Yeah,
know. No, fun fact.
I know, it blew my
Hannah's the
mind.
best.
So yes, and then also I am on tour. I'm on the road. You can go to heylunell.com. See my coming to a city near yours, near your home or whatever, and just follow me because I'm. It's too bad I shut down my OnlyFans, so I can't really plug that anymore. But it was lit.
Next episode,
we'll start-
we're reopening.
We'll start a new one, Luenell. The three of us.
Ah,
I am
that's
in.
the throuple I didn't know I needed.
Luenell, to say this has been a pleasure would be an understatement. You're amazing.
Oh,
Everybody give this episode 5 stars. Otherwise,
When
what are
I
you
come
nuts?
to New
Listen to us
York,
on
you got to
Yes.
I'll have Lisa reach out and we'll link up. We'll drink some water.
Yes.
Please.
We'll drink
Yes.
some water together.
We're gonna-
I'll take this fucking
We're
wine.
gonna
And
do
you can
it.
take
I
me
can't
to a
wait.
traditional New York Jewish deli.
Yes, and I'll also get us a nice, wonderful res. But yes, we'll definitely hit up a
Please.
Katz's or maybe
It's
a
way too
second
much
app. But folks,
pastrami in those sandwiches. So they got to be kidding. It's way too much
oh
pastrami.
my God, what are you nuts?
What are you
It's
nuts?
never,
Like you can
never
make
too much
7 sandwiches.
pastrami.
Exactly. I'm just saying. Okay, and I'll see you at Shabbat.
I'll see you at
I'll see you
Shabbat.
at Shabbat.
This episode 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you nuts? Listen to us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast.
Awesome.
Watch us on Josh's YouTube. Follow us on our Instagram at Good Guys. Share our clips on TikTok and on Instagram, Josh's YouTube. Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We will see you next time. Luenell, I'll see you at
I'll
Shabbat.
see you at Shabbat, baby. Bye. L'chaim.